And you're still going. You don't need the leg. Great. Rip her face off. Regenerate that, Annie. Oh, that was insane. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to the final episode of Season 1 of Attack on Titan, and I'm so excited for this now. The last episode was perfect in setting this up. We've got great examples of just how far Mikasa, Armin, and Eren have come since the start of this season, and now Eren's transformed. He's ready to fight. I am just so excited to see how this will sort itself out. I think my hopes for this episode is that, of course, they win. I want them to win. That would be great. It feels like I'm confident that they should do it. I don't see how this season can end with Annie winning. But on top of that, I also would like some aftermath. I would want to know sort of why she's been after Eren. What is her story behind all of this? Why does she want to capture him? Why seemingly side with the Titans? What is the goal? What is her story? Of course, I've got my theories that she just wants to upend society because she doesn't like corruption, because maybe her dad was sent off during the whole famine thing. So maybe that's why she's doing what she's doing. But I would just like confirmation. I want something. I think at the end of this, I want to see an interrogation where she just says stuff. But I think no matter what, I'm gonna love this final. The way the show has been running, even things I've sort of been nitpicky or like about, it's still done things great. Like the last episode, being that the episode before, Annie transformed, and you'd think the initial thing would be for Eren to transform and fight her immediately. But no, they let that wait. They dragged Eren's transformation on so that we could see how much he's developed, and Mikasa, and Armin. It gave us a great look at world building just to see what's going on in the interior, since we haven't seen a great deal of it. We're seeing their reaction to seeing a Titan for the first time. It does so much in this plot. So whatever happens here, I know I'm gonna love it at this point. I can't wait to see how they're going to end off this season. They don't even have to give me any like super big answers on Titans or the Cellar or anything like that. I kind of just want to sit back and enjoy the ride at this point because I know whatever's coming is going to be amazing. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe as it really does help the channel to grow. If you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. But with that said, let's just dive on in.
Home was a pen.
Okay.
Humanity, cattle.
Yeah, right at the start. This isn't the same though. You got this. Hopefully not the same. You might shouldn't be a cattle anymore. You have power to change things. Would she really think that Eren was out of the fight, or was she more prepared for this?
Let us pray for the continued strength of Saints Maria, Rose, and Sina.
The cultists. Oh wait, is this the building that Annie crashes into?
We give thanks to the light of the divine architect,
Oh no.
whose sublime love for his creation is the steadfast stone.
I hear something.
And he alone protects us from the Titan scourge.
Who is that he?
In proportion to our worship.
Yeah, not really protecting you anymore.
Innocence and obedience are all he asks.
Yep, it was that building. Great, Eren. You're seeing this. What are you gonna do? You're gonna give up your religion now? Civilians. Wait, she's taken aback by that. What was that about? She was almost taken.
Not the wall.
She went into the wall? She killed civilians. Is that not what she intended to do? Is she angry at that? Because she only went after scouts before. Did she not want to kill civilians? This is just insane. 2 Titans running through this place. It's nuts.
Boy's in control of himself this time.
There's no guarantee this will turn out any differently than their last meeting.
Yeah, I mean, she's more panicked this time. You have more control.
Unless he knew for sure he could take her this time.
I felt like he would just transform anyway.
But determination alone isn't enough to win a fight. It'll take more than that to beat Annie.
Yep, she is stronger, but she's panicked. You have some advantages here. No, so civilians probably got injured there, so maybe she isn't so... You lot are useless! Well, they're all dead. She's avoiding them. Those were actual soldiers. Okay, so, She'll happily take down soldiers, but not civilians. What is she doing?
Like every little thing around you was pointless. Nothing worth a second look.
But was that a fake persona she was putting on? Because we saw how emotional she was when she got caught.
Then, though, I could see through the act.
It was an act.
Maybe hand-to-hand combat didn't count for squad against our final grade back at the academy.
But it's something that she was passionate about.
It was obvious you were a liar.
Yeah, so what was she hiding?
What could possibly have been worth all this death and destruction?
We're gonna get that answer here? Because not like you can talk. That hardening is so irritating. It's so precise and fast. Levi was able to be faster, but I don't think Eren's able to. Just toss her. Okay, that works. What about all the people that this is probably hurting? You just ran through a building. People are dying.
The city will be debris and corpses before long.
Yeah.
Even if we manage to catch her.
Yeah, this ain't great. Erwin needs to train his collateral damage. Right, please. Mikasa's still on the ground. Oh dear.
They didn't say there'd be titans fighting in the streets.
No kidding. This is crazy.
I've got confidence in you two. You should be better.
2 of them hashing it out in the streets?
The city's collapsing like a house of cards.
It's horrifying.
You lot are useless. I don't like any of you.
Your arrogance has brought hell right to our door!
Idiot.
I know.
Ah, those Vox are very precise.
It is entirely on my own authority, and I offer no excuses.
Yeah, oh dear, you're just taking this. You have no humanity left.
You knew what this would do to us, you son of a bitch!
But he knows if they win, this will be a huge step forward. But is that worth it, though? I mean, yeah, you don't when you want the Titan threat gone for good. This is how you do it.
For humanity. For victory.
For humanity, as you see a girl crying in the streets.
I ought to kill you right here and now! None of the higher-ups would fault me!
Levi, you want to stop this?
Deployment is through Pier. Byrer is in command of provisions. Work with them closely. Do whatever is required.
Oh, you're giving him your position. He doesn't want that.
This is for the good of us all.
I have
technically
faith as a
is.
step forward.
Yeah. Step. That's it, because of how great the threat is.
Everyone, lower your rifles! Place this man under arrest! Sir,
It's better than death.
deploy all troops immediately! As of now, focus on evacuation!
Good. Okay, not useless. Yay, doing something good.
I hereby wash my hands of you and leave you to the High Court.
I'll accept their judgment.
You probably won't be fine, but it depends how well this goes.
What we fight, we become.
Yeah, how can Erwin do this? How can you win?
Fire with fire.
The kick? Did you just lose a leg? I think you just lost a leg.
And get to it.
Yeah. And you're still going. You don't need the leg. Great. And his father. Ooh. Come on. Bit of your perspective, please. I want answers. Oh. Eren. We're seeing him become more like animalistic, I guess, but that's not enough. You're breaking through the hardening. She's screaming. It's too much. What is this? What is this memory?
Believe in me. I'm always on your side.
He's so dead. He's so dead. What did you do? What, Eren, do you want to be this could be good. He might be able to learn how to, what's the word? Regenerate himself fast. That would be nice. Come on, focus the energy. He ain't done. Come on, learn to regenerate.
Every last run.
The smile is very concerning. He ain't done. Is he giving... Is that regenerating? Yes, he's regenerating. Or maybe not. He's just learning to just keep going. That's nuts. Nothing can bring him down. He's unstoppable. So many dead. At least you're out of walls, there's less place to run. But I think this explains what his whole thing is. It is determination. It is just unrelenting drive.
With the state he's in, it's probably best that we keep our distance.
Absolutely. Good. Yep. I think he's regenerating, maybe, but it's clear that he will not go down unless you kill him. That's where he's at. Ripper, face off! Yeah! Regenerate that, Annie! His scream is so haunting. Ah! That wasn't with form or skill. That was just fighting out of pain. Wait, did she harden her hands? What's she do? She's climb. Wait, she's gonna climb. She's trying to escape. She's her breathing. Eren's got this. Come on, go. Come, no! Okay, lost a leg. That's not gonna stop him though. His determination's gonna make him keep going. Oh dear. Oh dear, Mikasa, go on! She can't fight, she has to use her hands to hold onto the wall. You could go for the nape right now. She's done. Her face, the emotion. She looks almost scared.
Now fall.
Oh, that was insane. That felt like what Levi did when he was standing on her head. She's got one of those moments. Do I feel sad? For some reason, I feel sad. The expression.
I'm so sorry.
About what?
I don't expect you to forgive me.
What did you do?
Please just
What's the memory? Go into it more, please.
stand your ground even if the whole world stands against you.
Is that going to motivate her to keep fighting? And you're just not moving. That's insane.
They won't understand, but I will.
She's doing this for her dad. Why? What did the dad want? It's no longer her motivation. It's her dad's motivation.
Back off!
Don't do
Erwin, that's not freedom.
Promise me you'll return.
Return where?
All I ask.
A tear? Eren! You got her out, control. Don't kill. Stay back. Tears. Would that be enough? Stop. Stop. Please stop.
What's
Baby,
it
stop.
doing?
What's that? She's still going.
They're merging?
Huh? How? What the? What? She's coated herself. A jet, maybe? What is it? Levi. That is skilled.
A good idea to eat our key evidence.
Yeah, he needs more training. But what merging? What does merging mean? Is she healing herself with Eren's Titan skin? What happened? What happened there? She encased herself back in the... Is it calm? What's happening? Just skeleton left? Eren should be... Is that whose skeleton is? I would assume Eren. She encased herself. That's insane. Nothing breaks through it. Oh, great. So she has trapped herself. So you can't really do much. Ooh, the marks on his face. That's what happens when they get taken out forcefully. Oh, what is that? I wish I could read Japanese. That's got to be something big. And it stays. What does that say? Final. I got to find out what that says.
Eren.
Mikasa, is Annie.
Okay, so, yeah, it's over. They're trying to break her out, but that's not going to happen. They were merging. What's that about? They can merge Titan bodies? How does that work? Seemed like she was the one deciding that was happening. How? That's an ability?
Wake up! Come on, face the music! You owe us!
How'd you get her out of that?
That's enough. It's over.
I mean, you got her, but how do you break her out?
Someone get me a wire net! This thing belongs deep underground!
Thank you, yes. Hanji's got this. She'll be able to figure out a way to break it open.
If we can't get any answers out of her,
Yep, you need
we're
her
left
out.
with nothing but countless casualties.
Are we going to get any answers at all? I want something. I want something desperately.
Can't win them all, though, right?
Right. At the very
didn't
least,
win
the
anything.
scout regiment's been exonerated.
No, okay, good. You caught her. That's one victory. Yeah, sure. What happens now? Would they spare Eren? What do they do? So much death and destruction. People will want accountability
Why would you neglect to request aid from the military police?
because they suck.
We had reason to believe she was operating in conjunction with other insiders.
Others finally mentioning that again.
Blame my incompetence.
Blame isn't going to rebuild my roof.
There's more things to worry about than your roof.
What I need is proof that your tactics yielded some manner of benefit.
You captured her.
Is rendered innocuous, but also essentially useless.
Well, find a way to break her out.
Are you saying it was all for nothing?
No. It's intel. You just gotta be patient.
You feel okay?
I like the trio as it kind of expanded into a quartet with just Jean there. He really does feel like one of the main ones now.
So is Annie still stuck in that thing?
How do you break it?
Why'd you let her go, Eren? You did, didn't you? You gave her an out.
You saw the tears, that hesitation.
I just couldn't help it.
He
When I
had.
saw her face.
He didn't turn off his humanity.
Armin Arlert and Jean Kirstein, you two are up first.
Well, they're going to be punished too.
Debriefing time.
No?
See you later, I guess.
Just debriefing. Okay, good. Please don't punish them. They're part of the plan, sure, but don't punish them. What's Eren's status right now? How is Jean? What is Jean thinking? Because I know he still has his issues with Eren, and of course he likes Mikasa. What's going on with that?
Just letting go.
That is
my
concerning.
body, my mind, everything.
He's becoming a raging lunatic. No.
It was almost like I wanted to die.
Eren, stop
That's
it.
bad. Break him out. Good.
Don't worry, I'm better now.
It's just insane. Letting go, wanting to die. What's it going to do to Mikasa?
This whole fighting fire with fire business, is that really the only option we've got?
Unless you think of something better to do.
Just the only one that's presented itself. Now we know Eren can do it.
This whole season was about proving that Eren can fight Titans.
If it's that easy for the fight to turn us all into monsters, then maybe we don't deserve to win.
It's a moral battle now as well. What, can you keep your humanity intact to fight these monsters? What will you have by the end of it? The birds flying freely over the walls. You're doing this all for freedom. You want to be as free as the birds.
I believe this latest tragedy has moved us forward by leaps and bounds.
How so? Go on. Say it.
I hadn't even imagined the possibility of humans transforming into titans.
Very good. You learned a lot from this whole experience.
Managed to capture one of them. Make no mistake, there are more out there.
You're eating so violently.
Starting now, we launch an attack on the titans within our walls.
Oh, wait, you can continue to... How? You have no intel. What?
The scout regiment's recall to the capital and Eren's incarceration were rescinded.
Oh, yeah, good.
They were charged with guarding Annie Leonhardt in her holding cell deep underground.
Nice. How do you break her out?
It would take a far longer time and cost a great many more lives for humanity to discover the true nature.
Is that by saying more people are gonna die? The key. We still don't know what that happens with that. Nah. And ending. Okay. Is there something more? 1 second. There's more. What do we have here? Where Annie climbed up the wall. What's the sound? Oh dear. What's the sound? Huh? What? You what? Huh? Oh. How did that just end? There was a Titan face in the wall. A skinless one. What? There's a Titan in the wall? And then, wait, what is that wall still, Sina? Is that still the very close interior wall? Are there Titans in all the walls? What does that mean? Okay, calm down. Right, the final episode was amazing. Love the fight and how they defeated Annie, but of course it's annoying that we don't get answers, but we do know something. She's fighting for her father's desire and his goal, not her own goal. She's fighting for whatever he's doing, so that's something. But you have a Titan face in the wall. This is the first time part of that. Yeah, that's the first time we've seen the wall get broken, right? Normally they're never broken. We've seen the gates get destroyed, never actually the wall get broken. This is the first time we've seen it that. There was a Titan inside it. Is that a thing? Will people see that? And it's a skinless one. It's one of the special ones. What does that mean? Is it alive? What if it's alive? What happens if it wakes up? Does it break out with this? Huh? Are the walls made of Titans? I'm scared. Okay, I gotta think calmly now. Oh my. This episode did a lot. I'm very happy with it. Of course, I can always ask for more. Like, I like what it gave us. I do. It would have been nice if we got like a fully better understanding of Annie, but I'm imagining that story is going to take place over season 2, so I'm happy to wait for that because this story is incredible anyway. And I like the aftermath we got. Exonerating Eren, exonerating Erwin, all of that is worth it. All of that is good. And I think I did get my tease for season 2. It's there's a Titan in the wall. So there we go. We got that bit. And I like this. The focus is on Eren's story. That's what this season is. I like this so much. I'm just thinking about it more, and gradually the season's focus, after seeing everything, it's Eren's story. It's not about the walls. It's not about the Titans. It's Eren's story. That's what this season is about. I don't need the answers. I don't need Annie's answers yet. That can wait. That can wait for season 2. This was all about Eren, and it did it flawlessly. But it is very concerning. Him wanting to let go and just almost die, apparently. That's very concerning. He is enjoying letting go too much. That's not a good thing. It's clear that Mikasa is the one that can bring him back from that. But how do you solve that when he goes into Titan mode and can't hear her? That would be bad. I'm just trying to process everything now. This final was brilliant. It was phenomenal. They did so much. The fight between Eren and Annie was just incredible. I think we finally understand Eren's like nature and with his power now. Annie gets the hardening thing, which she can even do just as a person. Whereas Eren, basically, it's his drive, his desire. We saw it in the Scouts training thing, where he was able to work with a faulty belt. He's able to just keep going with a faulty Titan form. He just doesn't give up and will just keep fighting when he loses his arms, when he loses his legs. It all just keeps going. There's just no stopping him. But I think the story has become very much clear now, I'd say. Going forward, the war is on the Titans within the walls. Who are the other people? Because that was made a point very clearly when Hanji's 2 Titans were killed. Someone did it, but someone else had to be there to like watch over the guards and to be a scout. To just look out. That was it. There was 2 people. So there's multiple. Yay. So once you get that dealt with, hopefully, that means you can then go beyond the walls and actually get to the cellar, because that's still not happening yet, because that's what they tried to do here. They tried to leave for the cellar, and then, of course, Annie showed up, and they had to deal with that old problem. If they tried to leave again, someone else might show up, the Colossal, the Armored one, maybe a new one, who knows? So they got to deal with the Titans in the walls. The first step in that, hopefully, is breaking Annie out. They've got to do that. That's got to be the goal next. Of course, I imagine the Titan in the wall is going to be kind of a hindrance for whatever's going on there, because these walls have been there for... no one knows how the walls were showed up, did they? So they don't know the history of the walls. They're basically gods to them. And there were Titans in the walls. What's this going to do to the wall cultists when they see Titan faces in the walls? This is nuts. There's so much information here. I have so many ideas and theories for the second season now. I love this episode. This show is just great. There's still so many mysteries that we have yet to go down. The king and We still haven't met the king and how fully the society runs. There's still the whole wall cultists thing, which has gotten a whole lot more interesting now. The key and the cellar, there's so much. This season served as a just great setup. The more you think about it, this season is pure setup. It's defining Eren's story and setting up the world still. This conclusion isn't a full conclusion. It's just a stepping off point for the larger act, I guess. Titans in the walls, that's a huge thing. And I'm not gonna get over that at any point. It basically just destroys, it basically destroys all the foundation of what we know. Now my biggest question is that Titan alive? Is there multiple in there? Because the way the walls are set up, you have the main like flat bit of the wall, and you have like 2 columns. And this Titan face was in between the 2 columns. Does that mean for each panel there's a Titan in there? That would make sense. It would just be weird. And it also means if they're alive, they could wake up and then the walls come crumbling down. So that's very concerning. There's so much happening and I'm just, it's very difficult to wrap my head around it. I think I'm just very happy with what this episode did, how it finishes off the season. And it makes me realize that the season was Eren's story. I think I have understood what my mind is at. I was expecting too much from this final. I think that's where I'm at. I was expecting details on Annie's story. I was expecting answers for Titan stuff. I'm very happy with what it did with hindsight because it basically finishes off the first chapter of this story. That's what it does. It did not need to give me all the answers that I'm begging for. It just defines Eren's story, sets up where he is yet to go, and I feel leaves the door open to go bigger and go wider. Titans in the walls, fighting Titans inside the walls, dealing with Annie. This opens the door to weirder things and I just can't wait to see it all. It felt like a closing off point to the more grounded sense of the story. We now have a person encased in weird glass, so that's getting weirder. We have Titans and walls. We're getting into weirder stuff now. This season served as just getting you into it. That's what it did, and it does it incredibly well. Yeah, this final was so amazing. I'm kind of just lost for words on just how it all comes together. But like looking back, this is clearly Eren's story. I mean, that's obvious, but I think that's where I was slightly wrong in going into this. Because like, we had so much stuff set up from the beginning of the show. Titans, what they are, why they do what they do, people turning into Titans, the cellar, the dad's connection to everything, Mikasa and her weirdness, Eren and his weirdness. We have so much going on. But this final doesn't cover any of that. And it's good because it's Eren's focused story. This is what this season is. It's setting up who he is and just defining and cementing what his story is. We now get to fully understand the depths of his internal conflict between his desire for rage and destroying all Titans, and also the sort of tug of war to pull back and still be human and hold on to humanity. We can see that Mikasa is the thing that brings him back, but if she's not there, that sort of the smile, the joy he gets from inflicting such pain and carnage onto Titans. We get to see the destruction that he caused because he doesn't care about what he gets hurt along the way. This was like the perfect combination of everything that we've learned from Eren, just seeing him have full mastery over his Titan form, because this wasn't like the Titan taking over where he was being destructive and wanting to kill Annie. This was actually Eren. He wanted to kill her. Then he held back when seeing her face. So we get to already, there's so many examples of this conflict within him, and it is just beautiful. But it does make me very concerned for the future for him. Because actually the only thing that is able to pull him back were the tears on Annie's face and Mikasa just telling him, don't think like that. When he's saying, stuff about dying. So if Mikasa is no longer there, or if he just stays in Titan mode for he can't hear her in Titan mode. So that creates separation. That means he could cave into this sort of desire. So it becomes a very tricky thing to deal with. And I think I just love what it sets up for his story, because now it is going to be this very constant battle between him and his desire. We're going to be dealing with watching this war unfold and how as it gets worse, as people are now fighting the Titans within the walls, which they're going to have to deal with. And also Eren towing the line between going full monster and just keeping his humanity. Annie, on the other hand, I love what they do for her. We don't get anything, basically. We get little bits, but we don't get anything on her. We now know the motivation of being a Titan, I guess, but it's her father's motivation. It's him who wanted her to stand up, to fight, to do something. That's not what Annie wanted, apparently. She wanted to be an ordinary girl. That was the motivation she had from the beginning. Her father is the one that wants her to fight. This is why it was conflicting to me. It's brilliant. All the while when we were watching her story in episode 23, it was like, okay, basically she's the Titan. That's basically confirmed. Why is she doing this? What she's saying contradicts everything. She's putting on a facade for everyone. She's saying she wants to be ordinary. She joined the MPs. Yet she's a Titan, but Titans are all about killing people and doing all that stuff. That contrasts being an ordinary girl. Now we understand why she, the true Annie, wants to be ordinary, but her father, the motivation he instilled in her, makes her want to fight and stand up. It's brilliant. It's beautiful. It means that she isn't just pure evil. It's because of her father's control or whatever he's done to her. That's why she's doing what she's doing. Of course, she's still a bad person. She still killed people because of what her father's done, but it's still her responsibility. But it means she's not pure evil. There's an understandable element to her. It isn't just black and white villainy. There is stuff going on, and I love how it presents it. We don't hear her talk about it. It's through her memories, and you can grasp and understand why she's doing what she's doing. And I also just love that it leaves off more stuff that we don't know. We don't exactly know what the dad wanted her to do. We just know that she's doing it because of him. That's the motivation. That's the source of it all. Yet we don't know what exactly the details are. And now she's encased in weird hardened things. There's also a lot of other weird stuff that went on with the Titans merging. What on earth is that about? Can they merge? What does that mean? What is a Titan? They're so weird, and now they apparently can merge. And the people that can turn into Titans can merge. What would that have meant for Eren if he merged with what? It's so confusing and weird. But that's another thing that's been set up. But Annie is now stuck in a crystal, and she can't say anything. Hopefully they can figure out a way to break it open. I feel like there should be a few ways. Melt it. Breaking it with physical force clearly isn't the answer. Maybe there's like a sound thing that you can do to shatter it. Maybe there's a substance that will react to it. Hopefully they just go through a lot of options, and I completely trust Hanji to basically go through everything until she finds an answer. But until then, that's when Annie's story will continue, and I'm so excited for it. Then the wall. The wall has a Titan in it. Titan's face. So I think it's safe to assume that there's probably the rest of the Titan's body in the wall as well. So that is big. And I think what that tells me is that the next season will go bigger. That's what I'm guessing. This season, focused on Eren, keeping it grounded. Yes, it's weird with the Titans and setting up all the world and the law and everything, but it feels like with the face in the wall, the law's going to get weirder. We've had the wall cultists be set up and stuff going on with them. Now we've got this much deeper idea of what's happening. There are Titans in the walls. We don't know how the walls just showed up. Apparently they just showed up one day. Weird that there's no registered architect or no history of them being constructed, because they're big. They would have taken a long time to make, right? But there's Titans also encased inside them. This is, I'm going to assume Titans. I'm just saying Titans because that seems like the obvious thing. It wouldn't just be one. But this is so weird. And I'm so excited now for the season 2. I want answers on this. Would they like excavate the wall? What would they do? Would they want to know if there's any more in there? Would they assume they're everywhere now? What does this mean? And like the scariest thing to think about is if they're alive. Are they alive? Could they be brought back to life? In which case, they could just burst out from the walls and that would be society over. That'd be it. That'd be done. If that is the answer and that's the case, what's the point in the society? These walls are no longer their protection, but it's the sheep are in a cage. This is the cage. They're all meant to die. It's so obvious. The walls are not there to protect them. The walls are just another cage that's going to kill them. Everyone's right. It's the entire line from the beginning. The walls are a cage, and eventually those cages are going to break open, and all their protection and hope is just going to evaporate when the walls shatter and there's Titans inside them. Then we get to the question of morality, which I truly do love. Armin and Jean's little conversation at the end, it's so beautiful. And I love the imagery of just the geese flying over the walls, because that's what they're fighting for. They want to be as free as the birds, to be able to go past the walls, to finally step outside and just to experience the world that the Titans have conquered, basically. And all the while they're questioning, what do we have at the end of this? If we lose our humanity and become the monsters to end this war, what are we going to have at the end? Humanity is the thing they need to keep to actually enjoy the world outside. If they lose that to actually win, they lose everything in the process. It's such a fun idea, and I love how this is already exploring it, because it's a real thing. You do have to give up a lot to just win fights like this. Because it's a war. You have to do some truly heinous and horrid things to actually come out victorious. No one wins in war because of how much is lost. And I love the detail that they're going into here. Erwin's already basically died inside to take a step forward. That's how much he's suffering because of it. He's given up his humanity ages ago to do what he does. Like, you can imagine it. If the war does end, what can Erwin even do afterwards? Not a lot. His whole personality and his identity is built around this now. There is nothing else for him to do. And basically that's the future for everyone who's fighting right now. They have to become like him if they want to win. And if they do win, they can't enjoy the victory. So it does feel like that conversation between Jean and Armin is almost trying to think of a third option. What can they do to preserve their own humanity, but still come out victorious against these monsters? And then looking just into the aftermath of this episode and what the sort of setup, I guess, is, it feels good. Erwin and Eren have been exonerated, they're fine, they're free, yay. The scouts have custody of basically everything, so even the higher-ups realize that the MPs are basically useless at this point, that's good. But I just really love the tone of all the aftermath stuff. Eren is so conflicting with what he's saying, but also the scene itself. It feels bright and colourful and just nice and calm. Yet he's very violently eating his food. It's a weird contrast, but it's cool. It makes you feel uneasy. Erwin is covered in darkness as he's saying all these things, and it's cast in shadow. I guess that just emphasizes just the weight of everything that he's doing and saying. And after all that, the tone, it basically makes this final not feel super hopeful, because again, I like how the show is presenting victories, because they're not like super victorious. Yes, they win the battle, but they still lose a lot along the way. It's just brilliant how they're writing it. Victory isn't just smiling in rainbows and winning the day and saving everyone. It's the amount of catastrophe that happens in order to just take one step forward. The whole goal of this is to provide freedom for people, to end the Titans. That's it. And so many people have to die in the process. And I love that that's not sort of something they're glossing over. There's so much weight and emphasis on it. It's tragically beautiful. As for what's next, I'm hoping that the next season starts calmly. I imagine there'll be a lot of setup, but if the season 1's beginning is anything to go by, I doubt it's going to be calm. But we have Titans in the walls. I would assume that's going to be a big point. I doubt people are not going to focus on that. That feels like a very big thing. If anyone misses it, it would be weird. It exposes the wall cultists, and I guess it does something for them, so they become more center and stuff. You got Annie locked up in a crystal down in the dungeons. Hanji will be having just field days with that, and I can't wait to see how happy he's going to be just messing with it. But also we have our main cast of characters who feel absolutely amazing with what they've developed. So I can't wait to see what stories they get for the next season, what they're going to be developing on then. But then we now know that the story is fighting the Titans within the walls, because that's what we know. The whole goal is to finally get to the cellar. They can't do that because if Eren leaves, a Titan will come for them. And that Titan will probably be one from within the walls, like Annie. So they've got to deal with all of them first. Annie's specifically was the crystal weirdness. So hopefully maybe they can find maybe the armored and colossal ones inside the walls, deal with them. Hopefully they don't have a hardening thing. All you need to do is find one of them that can't do what Annie did. All you gotta do is find one of them that can't do what Annie does and interrogate them. That in itself feels so hopeful. They have an out, they have an answer, they have a way forward. That's what Annie exposes. While she might be a dead end, she exposes something else. There's an offshoot, a branching option from this. And there's something also very pressing. You need to get rid of the Titans within the walls, the people that are in the walls, the people that are able to transform and want to apparently destroy humanity. Because it's one thing for mindless Titans to want to end humanity. It's another for willing human beings who are sentient to try and destroy all of this. And I love the next season's focus is going to be that. We now have these answers, and now all the focus is going to be on this. Overall, this final was absolutely amazing. I love how they just fully focus and centers on Eren, not the Titans, not the threat to the world, not the society. It is Eren's story. And I love how it all just refocuses back on that. We have so much other things set up, and it just forgets about those for Eren's purpose. The cellar, Titans, what they are, why they do what they do, Annie, all of it is pushed back to focus on Eren's conflict. It's just nice to have the show re-centered on that and almost kind of finish it off here to have this full arc be ending on him. Because now going forward, they can just do absolutely anything. The door feels like it's been burst wide open. Titans are in the walls. I know the show's going to get weirder, and I just can't wait to see what season 2 has in store. We already had some insane reveals from this season, so what is season 2 going to be doing? How is the story going to advance? What is the society going to be doing now that there's Titans and walls, and a massive amount of destruction happens so close to the interior? Will we finally meet the king? Because that whole thing's been set up and not done anything with yet. I would like to meet who's in charge of this whole place. There's so much to be done, but this final is just brilliant in just setting up for season 2 and bringing the story that we've seen to such a satisfying close. But yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments. And with that, I will see you in the next one for season 2, episode 1. See ya!